do, 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 do,
Roll
do,
the music.
do, 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 do.
Welcome to the Prospectors Radio Show, the talk show for our community. Please welcome Rich Cooley, Indiana Gold Hunter Dennis Dayton,
Scott Swiftwater Tony, Rob White Gold, Jaron Wheeler, and your host, Tim Grimes. We hope you enjoyed tonight's show and thanks for tuning in. Hey, what's going on, guys? And
Not much.
here I come. There I am. Howdy, y'all. Sunday, after the 4th of July, you all survived, except where's Rich? Where is Rich Cooley?
I didn't hear anybody's losing their fingers on Facebook, so everything pretty much went good.
It's strange. Rich is always here.
Yeah, actually, I didn't hear of any incidences whatsoever.
You didn't hear of any incidents. What about that
I did.
firework factory explosion?
Well, that was a fact.
That was firework related.
Well, there was also some rapper that I'd never heard of. He was making an Instagram video or something, when some social media post saying he's got fireworks that could blow people up or something, and he ended up blowing up his own fingers off.
Oh, yeah, I didn't see that.
Good for him. Morons. Oh my God. People are stupid. Right?
I'll tell you what, though, I had a great lake day Saturday for dang sure. Went out, had a great time, but when I got home, man, I got the news. Did you guys hear about the floods in Texas? How many people it's taken away, and they're still looking for people.
I heard about some flood in there, yeah.
It's pretty bad.
Really?
Campground. Yeah, it took a whole campground out.
Dang.
Down there.
Yeah.
And I think there was, I don't know how many kids, I think there was 35 kids.
Holy cow.
But so many was rescued, but they're still looking for 11. And they said they already know two's dead.
What part of Texas?
It's dang it.
Hill County, along the Guadalupe River.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's southern, and I do know that.
Gotcha.
It's in southern, yeah, it's southern somewhere.
Wow, crazy.
But, yeah, it was it's something.
I've been trying to keep about an hour ago that they got another big storm coming in.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Same area? Man.
Oh, you've been seeing the guy was actually filming it when the water started coming through, and he's up on a bridge. By the time the video is over, you're seeing trees getting ate up, and the water is like 3 feet from the bridge. I mean, they got a lot.
Yeah, the one river they said came up like 26 feet.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
a bunch.
It's a lot. That's more than a bunch. That's like astronomical amount. Usually they raise inches, but to come up 26 feet.
I think they said 6 inches of rain in a night.
That's crazy.
Yeah, there was some guys that doing interviews on them. They said, "Oh, we said something that had done." The dog was barking, so we looked out the window. She goes, "Just about the time my friends looked out the window, because they were in an Airbnb." He goes, "One of my friends looked out the window. He goes, there goes one of our cars floating down the thing." He goes, "I knew we were in a little bit of trouble then."
That's crazy. That is crazy.
Yeah, it is a sad event.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible.
And they have, I mean, the pictures that I've been seeing, the videos, tons of cars where the water's come down already. There's tons of cars just all over the creek bank, all the way down all the way down that creek river. I'm like, good Lord, it's going to take a while just to get those babies out.
Anarchy. That's what it's
cheating.
Yeah. That
is just crazy as all get out.
No, I tend not to watch the news.
I don't either, but Rob knows because he does the same thing. We browse the internet.
Right. I don't
frequently, so
I don't even browse the internet until Sunday when we get on here. I get on my computer and then I do a little browsing, but not much. And then I go, okay, the world's still in turmoil. So enough of
Yeah,
that for
I
now.
go through I do a lot of the watch on their Facebook Watch because it gets to the point and lets me see what I want to see and doesn't give me all the extra crap. So
Ah,
that's why I like going on that and watching stuff. But yeah, you get a lot of cool information and some, like I said, probably 4 or 5 different news sites I've been watching all day on that Texas thing. So
gotcha.
the numbers are just crazy. I mean, there's people that they don't even know where they went. So,
Wow. That's a shame, though.
and they
Really is.
like some of the people didn't get out of the RVs. They were showing RVs just wrapped around a tree and the whole
Jeez.
shell itself was gone. So you're not gonna, if you were in the RV sleeping and got taken
Yeah,
down the
right.
river,
If he was
before you
sleeping
know it,
and
slammed into the
happened,
tree.
yeah, you're
Yeah,
done. You're
you're not
pretty
getting it.
much done. Wow. Terrible, terrible, terrible.
We give our prayers and thoughts out to the people in Texas right now because they need it. And
Yes.
hope you guys find the other ones alive at least.
Yeah.
So,
Yep. For sure.
yeah.
For sure. Crazy. Craziness. So where's Rich?
I don't know. He is
He
MIA.
never said he wouldn't probably be here this week.
No, he must be
Not
MIA.
like him.
Like,
Rich don't go MIA. Rich always sends me something and says, I'm not going to make it tonight.
yeah,
Or something. Something must be up because Rich always lets me know. And
Yeah.
I got nothing. Nothing.
might be having technical difficulties.
Yeah.
He might have. That's possible, but then you think he would text Jaron or something, or me.
Yeah,
I don't know if I have his number.
he
Yeah.
might be on the road coming back or something.
No, that's not Rich. Nope. Rich don't do that. I'm just telling you. You gotta know Rich's mentality. He don't do that. He's no. If he was on the road and gonna be late, he would have sent us a thing and said, I'm traveling back from so and so. I might not make it in time. It'd be like, okay, thumbs up. Nothing.
Nothing. Nothing.
Yeah. Hopefully he's okay. Hopefully
Yeah.
that smoker didn't make him too irate and he went off the deep end.
So they want to set mine bar result. I heard it.
I'm just saying, the
Oh, goodness.
smoker made him snap.
He broke the
You
last
didn't
twin.
see anything about that on any news, did you?
No, I didn't see nothing about that.
Pennsylvania man snaps at smoker factory. All right. It
Yeah.
should be good.
Crazy.
Should be good.
Yeah.
All right.
That's just
Right. So,
it's
Rob,
right.
you got to do your 4th of July metal detecting.
Oh, yes, I did. Yes.
Did you have fun?
Oh, of course. Of course.
Yeah. And
And luckily, the headphones that I ordered, they came in the day before. So I'm like, oh.
sweet. That's like a bonus, right?
So these are waterproof headphones. I got them on a killer deal, you know.
Okay.
So it's a little tight on my ears, but after some usage, it should kind of,
Yeah, I think they'll break in.
There
yeah,
should be an adjustment in them.
yeah. Oh, they are along this side right
Yeah,
here,
sure.
but the squishy part,
The squishy part hurts because it's got
yeah.
to conform.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Let's do that. There we go. So,
There, that's better. Now we're not getting a blur.
but it helps because if I'm right next to the water and I get a splash and all that, then
Nice.
worry
You
about
can
ruin.
always put a shoe in there and just have it set all night long, a little bit fried out, and it'd probably give you a little bit of relaxation on the
It's
string.
that
Yeah,
cushion.
yeah.
Yeah.
I know, like mine
So,
still hurt my ears. Stupid cushions just
I figured they would be
salted
loud,
up.
but they were quite quiet to me.
Uh-huh.
My detector, the volume at max. But when every time I went over a target, I heard it.
Oh, okay. So,
Like I said, it's going to probably take a few more usage to get a feel.
so was you able to turn it down to where you just had your little mosquito sound?
No, I actually had it at max because
At
I
max.
couldn't hear my mosquito sound. That's the thing.
Oh, that's the weird part. But yet, when you went
Yeah,
home
but
to
do
Target,
you actually have, yeah,
whoop.
do you actually have to have it going like a mosquito? Because you're not finding little pieces of gold, you're finding big pieces of everything.
No, I find a lot of tiny pin drop pieces of metal, copper,
Right.
even a earring
Yeah.
at that, you know. So
Ah.
yeah,
I I
yeah,
still hate
there.
it.
Oh, Jaron, did you post the link to the show? Randy saying no link.
Oh,
No link to
he
where.
was getting food when I put it in.
Oh, oh,
Well,
user error
I
on
was going to
Randy.
say I posted it on GPS.
Yeah, it's user error, Randy. Just gonna scroll.
anyways, back to the beach.
Right,
The years prior, last year they had a drone show, so I didn't bother going. I was like, there ain't gonna be hardly anybody there.
right.
So when they brought the fireworks back this year, I'm going. I'm gonna be there. I'll be there when the fireworks are going off, and that's when I'm starting. So I was pretty amazed how clean it was as far as trash wise. Yeah, there was a few spots here and there that had people left their trash because they were too lazy to throw it into the dumpster on the way out. But
Yeah,
uh, no, I had a pretty good day. I mean, heck, it's been a couple years since I found over $2 in clad. I mean, I
man,
found close to 11 plus in clad.
are you serious?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
that's a good day for finding that much clad, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
For me, yeah.
Well, yeah, for anybody, I
I
would.
did find I did find some rings, and this one I got to turn the background off so you guys can see this perfectly.
All
Now,
right,
a few years back on the 4th of July, same beach, I came across this challenge coin.
right.
You know,
Hold on, we're gonna make you full screen.
yeah.
Okay,
So I found this a few years ago on the 4th of July, same beach. Just a challenge coin.
right.
Friday night,
What is
the special agent in charge for San Diego, HSI,
what's HSI? Homeland
Homeland
Security.
Security. So I was going, oh my gosh, I just found an ice challenge coin.
So you
Nice.
you you're gonna walk in a bar and slap that on the bar top.
So
I just
I
want
did
I just
score
want the
some
number.
rings, but at least I scored a silver.
Oh,
That's
that was kind of cool.
looks like a little nugget ring.
Yeah, that was kind of cool.
Yeah, so that was pretty good.
Did
Found a
did you
lot of eight.
did you do any research to see what that coin was from?
No,
Just says Homeland Security.
I did. I know. I seen that.
No.
yeah. But the beach that I hunt at, we do have ICE agents driving up and down the beach all the time because there are people trying to enter the country through the sea portion. So they
Oh.
can like that.
So,
So
so maybe he was chasing somebody and tackled them and lost his coin.
it could have been.
Maybe, right?
Yeah.
Could make
And
an
then a few couple
story.
of what was it, about 6 feet away, I found a little toy police car.
Huh. Goes hand in hand. He had
Yeah.
his kids there. And he had his challenge coin in his pocket.
Yeah.
At the beach. Uh-huh.
At the
Yeah.
beach.
So but yeah, it was a good hunt for me. 7 hours is how long I spent there, and I was sore,
I bet you was.
exhausted. I couldn't hardly sleep. I mean, I slept every 2 hours. I'd wake up and like, I need to sleep. So last night I actually slept a good 10 hours. So
Hey, that'd be rough swinging a detector for seven
yeah,
hours. Yeah,
I mean,
really.
I used to do it no problem, but uh,
Yeah, we used to do a lot of things, no
yeah,
problem. But
7, 8 years ago when I first started detecting, yeah, I was going at it 12, 15 hours a day.
all right, not no more. 7 hours is your
No.
limit. What was the temperature?
It was 68,
Okay, so not
69
too
degrees
bad.
overnight, so
Oh,
it wasn't too bad.
not too.
Yeah, I mean,
It's like chili.
Yeah.
My shirt and I had a like little hoodie, but it was a really thin hoodie, so it was soaking wet by the
How
time.
much? How much does your detector weigh, Rob?
5 or 6 pounds.
Okay.
Yeah,
So, but
it's
it's
got a little weight to it.
designed to be balanced.
It's not one of them like goofy mind labs with a car battery on it, is it? You know the
Mm.
ones I'm talking about, them big suckers. It's got that battery case. It's like a
No,
full
Yeah,
battery.
no.
Probably weighs 30 pounds.
gotta have
I'm
it.
sure you
It's gotta
probably
have it
got
for
one,
arm
don't you,
break.
Rob? Yeah, you have a sling. And
Did you change something on YouTube?
who?
Are we eligible for something or something?
I have no clue why.
Oh, because Bigfoot prospecting Matt was asking me why do I have a number 3 with a crown next to my name? I was like, I have no
I don't
idea.
know. Maybe because you're a number.
And then David has number 1, and then
What?
and
Yeah,
he
sometimes they
Matt
do like
has number 3, and then I looked at the top of the chat and it says I have 75 experience, and I click on that and it says top fans.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
something new
I have.
YouTube is doing. But yeah,
Okay, 'cause I have
here's
no clue.
my detector. So
Okay, so you don't have the big car battery on there.
no,
No.
you're thinking of the like the GP 500 or 5,000 or
Yeah.
3,500 from
Yeah.
back in the 90s.
Yeah, them car batteries suck.
They got a box this big on the
Had to have
back.
had to have a wheel underneath it to hold the coil up.
Bad.
Yeah, them ones. I don't think nobody swings that one for 7 hours, do they?
No.
Probably about an hour and they're calling it a day. That's enough of that. I'll use it to jump my car now. I left my lights on. Yeah, boy. Nope. Nope. And nope. Lighter is better, right, Rob?
Yeah, but like I said, it's balanced. I have the 17-inch coil port too.
Uh-huh.
So, as a matter of fact, I'll just grab it real quick. Since it's
Heck,
there.
how much does a 17-inch coil weigh? Probably 3 pounds.
Yeah, something like that, you know.
Right.
So here's a
Oh yeah,
17,
that's the big boy. So what coil was you swinging this week?
the 11-inch.
11. Okay. Yeah, there's a bit of a difference there.
I wouldn't have probably lasted 7 hours with it. And then of course I got the small little puck, which is like
Oh
a
yeah, your little pinpointer dealio. Gotcha. Gotcha. Very cool though. Nice score. No Rolexes this trip.
yeah, this little guy.
Oh,
So
okay.
no Rolexes.
Dang. No gold doubloons.
And them rich guys, they don't want to come down this far south when it stinks like sewage.
Yeah, you got a good point. You got to go up to them beaches of Beverly
Yeah.
Hills, that is. Swimming pools, movie stars. You got to
Right.
get up there, Rob.
Yeah.
Will they let you metal detect up there on them beaches? Probably not, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you can?
Yeah. I mean, we
Ah,
have one local beach where it's pretty richy town, part of San Diego, La Jolla.
uh-huh.
It's actually a resort on the beach. You cannot go anywhere beyond the high tide because that's their portion of the sand. So
Okay.
you can detect in front of the beach as long as you're in from the mean high tide down to low. And
Okay.
that's usually where a lot of goodies are at.
Sure.
So
Yeah. That's the mother load area right there.
but
The
it
mother
gets
board.
hammered. It gets hammered every day.
Oh, I bet it does, but
I see at least 6 to 8 people there every day.
oh, sure. But they've probably found some sweet goodies down there too. That's why they're not giving that spot up easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm. You need to find a section of beach that has a nice big high-rise apartments, a lot of big money in it. They come down to the beach every day. Yep. In their Adidas jogging suits, loose pockets, big watches. And they wrap it up in their towel. They go in the water. They come back and they grab their towel. Fling, there goes their
Yeah.
watch. And
Either
poof.
that or they get in the water, it's cold, and their fingers shrink and lose the
Yeah.
rings.
Yeah.
My sister and her, when they were married, her husband, they both surf. So they
Uh-huh.
both wear jewelry. And one day, the brother-in-law, he was taking his sweatsuit off and there goes the ring. So they called me up, says, hey, can you come find this ring for me? So I get there. I'm scanning where they said where it could have been. Not a single thing. Come to come to find out that somebody from LA drove all the way down to San Diego, was metal detecting, and posted the video on YouTube. I'm like, that's my sister's ring. She can verify it.
Oh, wow.
So they were able to get it back.
Wow. He got,
Was there at that same spot about 4 hours before I got there.
I was gonna say he got there before you did.
Yeah.
Wow. And found the ring. Interesting. Crazy, crazy, but just never know. Never know what you'll find down there on the beach, right, Rob?
Oh, yeah.
Pretty cool. And you found a bunch of vapes too, you said, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Got them old battery bombs off the beach.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Hey, at least I can utilize two of them because
Oh,
they fit the same pods I use.
that's
So
a win-win.
exactly. And I just saved myself
Three.
about $75 in batteries.
There you go. Nothing wrong with that. See, same thing. Set it on their towel, pick their towel up, poof, vape's gone. La 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 la. Got back to their car, going, "Where's my vape? Where's my vape?"
The sand eats it automatically.
The sand just swallows it. It's like quicksand. Just
Oh,
pulls it
especially the
right on.
coin.
And that challenge coin didn't have a chance when it hit the sand. It sucks
No.
it right
it
down.
sucked right down.
It
Yeah.
did. It sucks it right down. It's like quicksand, I'm telling you. Something hits it, it's gone. Yeah,
Mhm.
good luck. Right?
Yeah.
Good.
So I posted the finds of what I found on GPS's website.
Aha. Very cool. Thank you, Rob.
If you want to check out those pictures, head
Yeah.
over to GPS.
That's right. Check it on out. And you will see Rob's finds of the week. Finds of the week. We're gonna call that
Finds of the week.
segment. Finds of the week. This week's finds were submitted by Rob by Gold.
Well, that's a big coin, though.
And then Matt asked, how did he know that he lost the ring? It was just being in the right place at the right time situation.
Probably, right? Yeah. Just must have been a metal detector down there swinging. Right?
You know, Bigfoot prospecting, Matt, he goes, I need a better metal detector. Well, when I first started out, I bought somewhat of a mid-range. You know, I wanted something that can do all three: beach, parks, fields, and prospecting. So I
Right.
went Mine Lab 705. Then I kind of downgraded, or shall I say, upgraded with the Equinox 600, but it wasn't the prospecting mode. So, you know, I got it used at that time. So I made a profit when I sold it. But anyways, everything I found went to upgrading the machines. So, you know, that CTX 3030, I paid with the military discount and member discount, I paid $1,900, but it was already paid off within a week in finding gold.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's what's cool.
Yeah. You know,
Let
you don't need to go out and spend $1,000 on a metal detector. You can go out and spend a couple $100, go to a pawn shop and get one of those cheap ones, or go find a bounty hunter and start out. And once you learn the machine, you're able to then find more items, and you sell the gold and silver that you find, or all the coins that you get, and upgrade. Turn around, keep that machine, or sell it. Help.
I would think pawn shops would be a great place to find them.
Yeah.
You know?
And the nice thing is, majority of them, or shall I say, all of the pawn shops, they will do layaway. Say, I want
Yeah,
that
right.
metal detector. You're asking $450. I got $200. Can we do a layaway? Sure. Put $200 down, come back 2 weeks later and pick it up.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. And you'll get a good price on one too.
Yeah.
Because most of them are people that's bought them, used it one time, put it in their closet, then needed money and said, I'm hocking my metal detector. I never use it.
I was
But
going
there'll
to
be
just
people that
flip
will
it
go and
anyway.
spend outrageous money on a brand new metal detector.
Right.
Spent one or two times with it out in the field, and it ends up being in a closet or the
Yeah.
garage.
Yeah.
Yep.
They don't find nothing.
Automatically.
Yeah. They don't find nothing and they go, heck with this. And they put it in the closet, never gets used again.
Yeah. And it's like prospecting.
Yeah, it is.
The gold, and you're not finding it. Okay, we'll go to the next spot and
Uh-huh.
keep going until you find the mother. So
Yeah, you just got to keep on, keeping on.
people don't have the patience. Unless you're a fisherman, you should be able to be metal detected, no problem. But a lot of people don't have the patience.
What do you mean, unless you're a fisherman?
Fishermen have a lot of patience because they're sitting there waiting for the bite, and it could be 6 hours before they get a first bite. Unless you want to like, no, I'm out here. I'm going to the next spot, but you know they're down there.
If it takes you 6 hours to catch a fish, you're not fishing. You're out there drinking.
Okay.
That's my opinion.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And speaking of fishing, how's them gold prices, Scott?
Well, you wouldn't believe it because they're fishy. No. We got actually gold right now. It's in the red, $7.69, but it's still at $3,328, which I'll take that every day of the week. Silver went back up to 37.04. Sell. We got platinum. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, silver's up to 37. That's not too bad. We got the platinum come in $3 up. It's $1,400 more or less. Palladium $1 up, 1,100, and rhodium still at that 5,800 and unch. It is unchanged as of today.
Huh. Silver looking up.
Well, that's kind of surprising to me too.
It is. It's always nice to hear.
You don't usually see silver doing that kind of a jump, but
right.
It does happen. Like
down to 35 last week.
Right.
37.
Well, we remember it to 27 or something, wasn't it?
I want to let's see it hit 40, Rob. What do you think? 40? 40.
It would be nice because
would be nice.
I got a lot of silver here.
Right. So let's let it hit 40 and hang out around that area for a while.
Like I said, I got a lot of silver here that I wouldn't mind turning down.
Yeah. That's right. Cash.
If it hits 40, I'm going to go to a bunch of estate sales and start picking up silverware sets.
Silverware sets. Garage sales. Excuse me. Hit them garage sales.
Heck yeah.
Hit that silver.
Well, you know those silverware, you see them almost every
garage sale has a
basket nobody
silverware. Yeah.
Nobody uses it anymore.
Right. And you dig through it and there's a silver fork. Oh, wait, there's a silver knife. Yep. And you
like 40 years ago, everybody had some of those.
Right. So and you ask them, you say, how much for this salad spork? And they go, oh, give me a quarter. You go, okay.
No doubt, right?
All right. Just saying, hit them garage sales. It's garage sale season. Right.
Well, it ain't
and
here.
And you come across some spoons like this.
Like those.
You know. It looks silver, but it ain't silver.
What is it, Rob?
German silver.
So what's the difference?
It's pretty much whatever it is. Whatever German silver is.
Is it still silver though?
Nope.
No. But
nope.
It's German silver.
Yeah.
But it's not silver.
These are silver.
Okay.
You know.
Okay. German silver, not silver.
Yeah.
We're just calling it silver because
German silver, also known as nickel silver.
Yeah, that's what
is copper-conical alloy composed primarily of copper, nickel, and zinc.
And they're calling it silver.
Yeah.
Well, it's silver where they get it at.
It's silver colored, maybe?
Yeah, it's silver colored. That's all you get.
Oh.
But, silver, I mean, that's where the name came from, silverware.
Yeah,
silver
right.
It's a great
silver
utensil that does not allow bacteria to grow on it. So.
And they did away with it because it was too expensive to produce. And they started making this cheap plated crap.
Yeah, and then along throughout times, stainless steel got invented.
Right.
It was just,
cheaper to make and produce.
Yep, exactly.
I like that. Stainless steel got invented.
Yeah, apparently. And that made silver more valuable.
More valuable.
Now, okay.
Because now you can't melt it down. No.
Right.
Yeah. They got too much stuff in it. When you melt it down, now it's like gone.
Yeah, I gotta start hitting some yard sales. I always forget about that. Hit some yard sales.
You know what?
I got bet is when you're doing that, make sure you carry a little magnet. Like I got a little pocket flashlight. So,
Right.
if it doesn't stick, you're good.
It's silver.
Yeah.
I got a thing. If I pull up, I see ladies' clothes, babies' clothes, and furniture. I'm like, nope, I'm out.
Oh,
No.
because
You
that's
never know. They may be selling silver jewelry.
yeah, right. In their little junk jewelry
Sure,
collection.
that's
And then you just turn around and smelt it down.
Yeah, you're right, Rob. If that's what they're selling, that's probably the one to hit.
nope.
Yeah, because they got a box full of junk crap jewelry that their mama left them. You know,
Sometimes that's out there, sometimes it's not. But that's why I hit estate sales. Everything must go today, kind of thing.
hit them all. Hit them all. Everyone.
Yeah.
Just
And
say.
some auctions ain't too bad.
And what?
Some auctions.
Auctions.
Yeah,
Auctions.
there'd be some stuff like silverware set. These guys are here for farm equipment. They don't care about that. You're like, I'll give you $2. Oh, sold. Score.
They're like, how much is that tractor?
Yeah, exactly. We want to know how much that backhoe is. How much is this? How much is the car? I'm just looking for gold and silver. Just saying.
Yeah, right.
We'll be glad to.
Yeah. So, Jaron, tell us who we got in the YouTube chat.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, let's not jump the gun. We forgot Bitcoin price.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right. Do
right.
not forget
We
Bitcoin.
didn't forget it. It's fake.
109,340.
Don't
I
sound
know.
too fake to me.
It's keeping above 100.
It is, right, right. It's staying above 100. That's a good thing. That is a good thing. Stay above 100. Yeah. Sing it, Scott.
Well,
America.
golden cash is king.
America.
America.
America. So
I
I'm
don't know if I got him. Hey, hang on a second. No, I don't think I got any of my America signs anymore.
any of your
So
right.
while he does that, we have Bigfoot Prospecting, David Villa, Jane Hartley, Rocky Mountain Prospector Brad, Thomas Pennyweight, Jack Flint, Stephen France, Alan Burgers,
America.
John Hunt. I don't think I've seen Randy in there yet, but
Not yet.
Tom Kingery.
That's sounds like a new name.
No,
No?
not very frequent, but not new. Cancerman USA, Australia, I mean. Uh, that might, oh, Duff. And I believe that's it. Scroll back to the bottom, see if anybody was lurking.
Any
Couple
lurker?
new names in there.
No, no lurkers yet.
Well, howdy everybody over there in the YouTube
Yes. Is there
section.
a couple new names in
Oh,
there? Yeah.
Nick Gall just asked, how do you get into the YouTube chat, Jaron?
Go on YouTube.
There's the link. You click that. And then what do you do, Jaron?
Start typing.
Start. do you do you have to sign into YouTube or anything to chat?
Well, technically, everyone who can chat has a YouTube account, whether you make content or not.
Okay. Okay.
But if you do not have an account, then you will have to actually create one.
Mm.
All right. So it's that simple. Click that link.
People always say, "Oh, I don't have a YouTube account." I say, "Yes, you do."
Who
I'm
said
not
that?
the YouTuber. They'll be in chat saying, "No, I don't have a YouTube account." I was like, "You're chatting. You are a YouTuber, whether you have content or
Yeah.
not. You are."
Right. You've created an account to watch YouTube. You have a
You are
YouTube account, right? Makes sense to me. Speaking of making sense, Scott, what do you got tonight?
I was going to let Rob go first if he wanted to.
Oh, you go. Whoever wants to go first, go first. Flip a coin. Flip your fancy hat. Let's see who goes first. Rob, you want to go
Well, I
first?
gotta pull up the little dealios here.
Your little images.
There. Let's see. We do that one. Boom.
Beautiful.
Woohoo!
Now, not last week because we had open mic night, but the week before we talked about lost treasures in Pennsylvania.
Right.
So this week we're going to be talking about 17 most astonishing treasures found in Pennsylvania.
Astonishing.
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 It's
Exactly.
just
At least that's what the headline reads.
Astonishing.
Yep.
Ah,
Our Pennsylvania soil has given up some amazing treasures over the years, from gold coins to Civil War artifacts. The finds we have been nothing short of spectacular. The thrill of discovery of these treasures right in our backyard makes every story fascinating. Learning about each discovery brings our state's rich history to life in ways you would never expect. Fortune seekers and history buffs have uncovered millions of dollars worth of valuables items throughout Pennsylvania. Some the most incredible finds have come from ordinary people exploring on their own property. The best part about Pennsylvania's treasure stories is that the new discoveries happens all the time. Each find adds another exciting chapter to our state's remarkable history.
very cool.
Yeah. So on our first list, the Meadowcroft Rock Shelter. The Meadowcroft Rock Shelter was a secret window into ancient history until 1955. Albert Miller, a local farmer, stumbled upon this unusual rock overhanging while exploring his property. His curiosity led to one of the most significant archaeological discoveries in North America. Excavations led by Dr. James uh, um, anyway, Dr. James, I'm going to call him that because I really
Yep.
don't want to butcher his last name. In the
Right.
1970s, unearthed artifacts proving that humans lived there as early as 19,000 years ago. What made this site remarkable was the sheer variety of discoveries. Stone tools, animal bones, fire pits, and woven plant fibers told a story of survival. Early hunters and gatherers sought shelter here, using it as a temporary home while traveling across the landscape. The site's age challenged long-standing theories about the first humans in America. Some doubted the evidence at first, but later studies confirmed its authenticity. So how much was this treasure worth today? Artifacts from the metal crop could fetch over 10 million.
What?
Individual items like stone tools valued between $50 to $300,000.
Man.
Yeah. The Crystal Cave was found in 1871 by workers digging for limestone near Kutztown, Pennsylvania. When they opened up a small hole in the ground, they never expected to uncover a hidden underground wonder. Inside, the cave was filled with sparkling calcite and aragonite formations that have been forming for thousands of years. The cave quickly became Pennsylvania's first show cave, attracting visitors from all over. Explorers found massive stalactites and stalagmites, some shaped like frozen waterfalls. The walls glittered under the lantern lights, making it feel like you're stepping into a different world. Many believe the cave was once used by Native Americans for shelter or spiritual rituals. Over the years, scientists have studied the mineral formations to learn about the region's geological past. So, how much is this treasure worth today? Well, the cave's formations are priceless, but the minerals were sold. If if the minerals were sold, they can be well worth over $5 million.
Wow.
Hmm.
All right, on to the Dean Richmond shipwreck. The Dean Richmond was a wooden steamship that sank in Lake Erie during a severe storm on October 14th, the year 1893. After nearly a decade-long search, the wreck was discovered by Gary Kozak, lying inverted about 5 miles off the Pennsylvania-New York border in approximately 95 feet of water. The ship was transporting cargo that included hundreds of zinc bars destined for buffalo. The wreck is almost diveable for advanced recreational divers at 105 feet. The discovery of Dean Richmond provide valuable insights into the maritime history and the challenges it faced by the 19th century steamships on the Great Lakes. Artifacts recovered from the site offer a glimpse into the ship's construction and the nature of its cargo. So how much would this treasure be worth today? The cargo of zinc bars aboard the Dean Richmond could be valued at approximately $500,000, depending on current market prices.
Did you say zinc?
Zinc.
Yeah.
Well, they would still be there because zinc's what you put on boats so they don't rot. So
Exactly.
they don't get away.
They will degrade over time, but that's what
Well, I mean,
helps.
but if they're connected to something, if you just throw
Yeah.
one in the water, they shouldn't deteriorate hardly at all.
So what's decaying in the pennies? I thought it was the zinc this whole time.
Yeah, majority of the time it's also mixed with a different alloy too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, could be. Possibly.
now this one is a famous one that everybody has heard of. The Dents Run Gold. Dents Run is surrounded by dense forests and steep hills. Legends say that during the Civil War, Union soldiers were secretly transporting a shipment of gold through the area. Somewhere along the way, the gold vanished, never reaching its destination. Treasure hunters have been searching for this lost fortune for years, and in the year 2018, a group claimed to have found a buried cache of gold in Elk County. They notified the FBI, which was a mistake in my opinion, but after the excavation, officials said nothing was found. Some believe the government secretly took the treasure. If the gold was truly discovered, it would be one of the greatest treasure finds in American history. Historians estimate the shipment was worth millions in today's money. The mystery of what happened to it still remains unsolved. People continue searching, hoping to be the ones to uncover the truth. Whether the gold is still hidden or was already taken, legend of Dents Run still lives on. And of course, if you were able to find it, and its value is well over 50 million.
Wow. Holy moly.
That'd be a good one to find.
That's a sweet treasure.
That's why I'm kind of saying, I think yeah, it was found and it's like, nope, we didn't find it. And that's their mistake. They should have never mentioned it.
Nope.
Agreed.
Like I
So
said,
I
I
did a
keep
search and it says zinc pennies with which are composed of 97.5% zinc and coated with a thin layer of copper tend to corrode quickly in the ground due to the reactive nature of zinc.
Oh,
When
Yeah.
buried, the
Well,
zinc in these pennies can react with moisture and oxygen in the soil, leading to a rapid corrosion. This process is accelerated in acidic soils where the zinc is more soluble and prone to degradation.
right. But
yeah, that's the soil, but the
in a
shipwreck, it'd be like
in a
So-
underwater.
lake, yeah, in a lake, it's not salt water, no
Yeah.
oxygen, right? I don't know.
Right.
well, I just replaced a bunch of zincs on my buddy's boat. And yes, it's been probably 10 years since he had them changed, but they were pretty deteriorated.
Oh,
Yeah, but that's
It
salt water too.
helps. Yeah.
oh,
Yeah, of course we were in fresh and salt water, so.
interesting.
All right, on to the Port Kennedy Bone Cave.
Ah,
Ooh, look at that
Deep
thing.
now,
beneath the ground is what is now Valley Forge National Historic Park. Jeez. An unexpected discovery changed paleontology forever. In the 19th century, quarry workers were chipping away at limestone, unearthed an astonishing deposit of Ice Age fossils. The cave was soon recognized as a treasure trove of prehistoric creatures, including saber-toothed cats, mastodons, and giant sloths. It was frozen moment in time, preserving the creatures that vanished thousands of years ago. A renowned scientist, Edward Drinker Cope, led early studies of the site in the 1870s. His team carefully documented bones that revealed how these ancient animals lived and hunted. Unfortunately, the quarry operations later filled the cave, sealing away countless fossils. Since then, researchers have tried to locate the exact entrance, but much of it remains lost beneath the earth.
wow.
And if you were able to get these fossils, they would be valued over $15 million.
Why would the quarry fill it in?
A lot of it has to do with groundwater seepage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Crazy. Look at the bite on that sucker.
Yeah, no doubt, right?
Dang, I'm glad they're extinct. Just saying.
Richard T. Foley. The Richard T. Foley site remains hidden beneath the soil of Greene County for centuries. No one suspected that this unremarkable patch of land once held a thriving Monomongahela village.
Okay.
I'm assuming it's Native American culture. It wasn't until 1970s when archaeologists conducted surveys in the area, and that's it. Its true significance came to light. Excavations revealed the remains of a long-lost settlement dating back to the 1600s, complete with artifacts, tools, and pottery fragments. Unlike other settlements, which often disappear without leaving much evidence, this site was remarkably well preserved. The arrangement of homes and fire pits allowed researchers to reconstruct how people lived, worked, and interacted with each other. The discovery painted a vivid picture of Native American community before European colonization changed everything. So if you're able to extract what was there, the artifacts, they're worth over $6 million.
Holy cow. Looks like a normal farm.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. The Fort Hunter archaeological excavations. Fort Hunter was built during the 18th century as a military outpost. Its true secrets remain buried for centuries, though historians know of the fort's existence. It wasn't until a systematic excavation of the early 2000s that its history truly came alive. Archaeologists uncovered a wealth of artifacts, from musket balls to household items used by soldiers and their families.
Hmm.
Each discovery adds a new layer to the fort's story. Even simple buttons and buckles told the story of the soldiers who once stood guard on the frontier. The excavation didn't just uncover objects, it uncovered the struggles, the resilience of those who lived there. Ongoing excavations continue to bring new findings to light, ensuring that this chapter of history is never forgotten. The fort remains a crucial link to Americans' colonial past. Now, the artifacts that have been found, if you were able to sell it, they could be valued over $40 million. With rare weapons and military items fetching between $20,000 to $150,000.
Crazy.
Yeah. And speaking about military weapons, this is the Native American side. The Shoup site, first excavated in the early 1900s, turned out to be one of the oldest known Paleo-Indian campsites in Pennsylvania. Hidden beneath layers of soil, archaeologists found thousands of stone tools, some dating back 11,000 years. The most striking finds at the site were spear points crafted from jasper. These carefully shaped tools indicate that early humans were expert hunters, capable of taking down large ice animals such as mammoth or even bison. The Shoup site's importance lies in what is revealed about early human migration. The tools found here, excuse me, closely resembles those from other Paleo-Indian sites, suggesting a shared way of life among different groups. Even though no permanent homes were discovered, the site provided crucial links to North America's first inhabitants. It remains a key piece of puzzle in understanding human survival at the end of the Ice Age. Now, the artifacts at this site could be valued 8 million plus.
Holy cow.
Yeah. And of course, they won't ever sell it for the monetary value. It's historical.
Right.
The Charles Boardman Herbarium. Okay. Charles Boardman's herbarium was forgotten for decades. It sat in a dusty Pittsburgh basement, unseen by anybody. When it was finally discovered, scientists realized it was a valuable collection of plant species from the past. Herbarium held dried plants from the 1800s, carefully preserved in notebooks. Each specimen notes about where and when it was collected. Some of the plants are now extinct or no longer found in the same areas. Botanists study the collection to understand how plant life changed over time. It gave clues about the climate change and human impact on nature. Herbarium became an important resource for scientists trying to track the environmental shifts. Even though it was hidden away for years, Charles Boardman's collection still had a huge impact. Researchers now use it to compare modern plants with those from the past. This forgotten treasure has helped shape the study of botany in ways no one expected. Now, if they were to sell this collection, it'd be valued over $2 million.
Some dried up plants.
Yeah. And on to our famous battlefield, the Gettysburg site. And Gettysburg was the site of the most famous battles in American history. After the fighting ended, the battlefield was littered with weapons, uniforms, personal belongings. Over the years, many of these artifacts have been recovered, each telling a unique story about the soldiers who fought there. Bullets, cannonballs were the most common find, scattered across fields. Some relics were buried in the dirt for decades before being uncovered. Old rifles, swords, even medical tools have been found, giving an insight to the brutal reality of war. Gettysburg remains one of the most studied battlefields. Even today, new discoveries continue to be made. Each artifact adds another piece to the puzzle of what happened during these 3 days in 1863. And how much would this treasure be worth? The collection of artifacts that they have found so far could be valued over $10 million.
Wow.
Now, of course, it being a historical site, they're not going to be allowing
Right.
anybody going there to,
Nope.
yeah, there is no metal detecting not allowed, period.
Right.
The Philadelphia shipwreck coins. Now, the Delaware River has seen countless ships sail through its waters. Some of them never made it to their destinations, sinking with valuable cargo still aboard. Over the years, divers and treasure hunters have found coins from these lost ships, many dating back to the 1700s. Spanish silver pieces and colonial era coins have been pulled from the riverbed. Some were in wooden chests, while others were scattered among debris. Many of these coins were used in trade during America's early days, making them historically significant. Collectors are eager to own these rare pieces of history. Some coins are in near mint condition, while others have been worn down by years underwater. Even the damaged coins can be worth a small fortune. So far, the coins that have been found could be worth over $5 million, with individual pieces ranging between 5,000 and 50,000.
Ah,
So 10 million transfers into 91.55 Bitcoin.
exactly. You could sell it for that.
Yeah.
Convert it to new currency.
Okay, I'm going to try this. Algerine schooner. The Algerine was a two-masted schooner built in 1856 by A. Miller in Oswego, New York, owned by the F.S. Pelton and Boyce of Cleveland, Ohio. The vessel had a net tonnage of 291. It sank during a storm and was later discovered approximately 300 feet off of Raccoon Creek near Springfield, Pennsylvania,
Hmm.
in Lake Erie. The wreck lies about 3.5 miles at 68 T from the small boat cut at Conneaut Harbor. The discovery of the Algerine provides a tangible connection to the mid-19th century maritime commerce on the Great Lakes. The site offers into construction operations of schooners during this period. Now, what was the worth value of this? Well, the Algerine's cargo details a scarce similar schooners of the era often transported goods like grain and coal, which could be valued at approximately 50,000. Well, not much. A large cargo, but at that time it was not worth much.
Right.
So what is that, like a old time, like an old time oil boat?
Pretty much, yeah.
Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they sure look bigger than the pirates had
Uh,
by a lot.
What is that? A treasure for ants? That's not even a half a Bitcoin.
right.
All right, let's see. The Susquehanna meteorite. That's why I wish somebody was here to help me pronounce that. The Susquehanna meteorite since 19 yeah. Since 1941, there's been a total of 8 Pennsylvania meteorites, five iron, all fines, and 3 chondrites, all falls. These extraterrestrial objects provide a valuable, significant data about the composition of our solar system. The Susquehanna meteorite, in particular, is noted for its size and composition. Some meteorites offer insights into the early solar system and the process that led to the planet formation. Study of these meteorites help scientists understand the history and evolution of celestial bodies. They also provide clues about the potential for life elsewhere in the universe. Now, these meteorites that have been found can be highly valuable to collectors and researchers. The Susquehanna meteorite could be valued at approximately $100,000.
Hmm.
Now, that would be nice just to find walking along a trail and you kick a little rock and it turns out to be $100,000 rock.
It's a rock. Yeah.
Yeah, but if you kick that rock, you're gonna feel it. Those things are heavy.
Exactly.
Still 100
You're
grams.
going, you know. Now, I remember talking about this last time, the Pennsylvania iron ore,
Yeah.
because the picture looked very.
Yes.
The Hillman Hall of Minerals and Gems at Carnegie Museum of Natural History in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, showcase notable minerals and gem collections, reflecting the state's rich mineral heritage. Among these is the iron ore from Cornwall Mine, which was one of the largest and longest operating iron mines in the United States. The mine produced high-quality iron ore that was essential for steel protection, contributing significantly to the industrial growth of Pennsylvania and the nation. Specimens from the Cornwall mine are valued for their historical significance and mineralogical characteristics. The display of these minerals educate the public about the state's geological resource and mining history. It also highlights the importance of mineralogy in industrial development. Now, these specimens that have been found from the Cornwall mine, depending on size and quality, could be valued approximately between $5,000 to $50,000.
Dang.
So don't worry, we're getting almost to the end.
No, you're fine.
The Lake Erie shipwrecks, again, another shipwreck in Lake Erie that's been found. The historical records indicate that up to 196 vessels may have sunk within Pennsylvania's water of Lake Erie. To date, 35 of these shipwrecks have been identified. These wrecks offer valuable insights into maritime history and are of interest to archaeologists and divers. Each discovered wreck provides a snapshot of specific moment in time, reflecting the vessel's purpose, construction, and circumstances leading to its sinking. Ongoing efforts to locate and study these shipwrecks contribute to our understanding of regional history, trade, and technological advances in shipbuilding. Preservation of these sites is crucial for future research and education. So far, the combined value of artifacts and potential cargo from the identified shipwrecks could be estimated at over $10 million.
Ooh, that's all the combined. Right? Pretty cool, though. Ooh, gold.
Oh, we got something about gold.
Gold?
French Creek gold discovery. The French Creek, located in Chester and Berks County, Pennsylvania, has been known for its gold deposit. Prospectors have found plastic gold in its waters, attracting hobbyists and small-scale miners. The creek's geology, with its mineral-rich rocks, contributes to the presence of gold particles in its sediment. Gold panning in French Creek became popular during the periods of economic hardship, offering a potential source of income. While large nuggets are rare, fine gold can be extracted using simple panning techniques. Environmental regulations now guide gold prospecting to ensure the protection of aquatic ecosystems.
Yeah.
Of course there is.
Prospectors are encouraged to follow the best practice to minimize ecological impact.
Blah, blah, blah.
In other words, don't use anything they don't tell you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been to French Creek before. It's like flat poop.
Yeah. Pretty much what it's saying. Yeah.
The amount of gold extracted from French Creek is modest, with an estimated value of around $50,000, reflecting the small scale nature of prospecting in that area.
Well, the place that we went was very a small area. It was like private property, so it wasn't a very good place. But I'm sure if you probably get in a good area where there was some, you could probably find some gold. But where we was on private property, it wasn't a very good place.
Yeah.
Now back to this other river that I was having a little difficult time saying, Susquehanna River. The Susquehanna River has been a site of significant historical discoveries. In one instance, two friends using metal detectors along the river found a coin dating back to the mid-1700s. This find offered a glimpse into the area's colonial past. In another discovery, contractors working on the Greenway project found 35 headstones that had been swept away during the 1972 Angus floods. These headstones, some date back more than 200 years, provide insight to the region's history and impact of natural disasters. These discoveries along the Susquehanna River highlight the area's rich history and importance of preserving such artifacts. Each find adds a piece to the puzzle of the region's past, offering valuable information to historians and archaeologists. Now, how much is this treasure worth today? The combined value of artifacts discovered so far along the Susquehanna River is estimated between $500,000, depending on rarity and condition of the items.
Right.
Note that some of these great treasures are still missing. Wait for the right person to uncover them. So if these discoveries have piqued your interest,
scour the Susquehanna River. Right?
Yeah.
Scour it.
Isn't it? Susquehanna?
That's one.
Scour it.
I was having a brain fart. I was trying to say rich earlier. So
what was you trying to say, Rich?
When I was trying to pronounce Susquehanna, I was like, I couldn't say rich. It was there, but I just couldn't say it.
You were like, Rich, help me. That's your backyard. That's your backyard. I see. Well, Rich and Dennis have made it finally. Rich, what happened?
I fell asleep.
I knew it was something. I was telling these guys, I'm like, Rich does not just don't show up, and he does not tell me. If he was not going to make it, he would tell me. So it had to be something. You fell asleep. Rough weekend.
Yeah, I fell asleep.
Was you smoking too much?
Yeah, well, I smoked a turkey today.
You smoked a turkey to get your smoker fixed?
Well, I might have been human error. I don't know.
Uh-oh, operator error again.
I don't know. I've been messing with it, and it seems to be working all right now. So I don't know. I did a
Oh,
couple adjustments, move it away from the building, adjusted the stack a little bit. Now it seems to be working okay. So we'll see what happens.
Okay. All
I don't
right.
know. I think it's a fluke. We'll see.
Well, did you smoke the turkey in it?
Yeah,
All right. Well, might have just
I
been.
did a spatchcock turkey.
Might have just been user error then.
I don't know.
You can't try it
I
again.
still say it's. I still don't trust it, but we'll see.
Yeah, I got you. Well, I'm glad it's kind of working out for you then. Yeah. And Dennis, you and Rich both have good 4th of Julys.
Oh yeah. I
Yeah.
had to work the whole weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Well, you didn't miss nothing, I'm sure. Wait, Jaron picked last week. Who's picking this week?
Just pick two. Yo.
One. What'd you say, Scott? Two?
I just said two.
Go ahead for two.
Oh, he met 2 on the other side.
What? What?
Yeah, you're kind of stepping into dangerous territory
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah, let's throw another call.
Is this
Yeah,
written by the
exactly, telling you to
NSA?
get lost.
Go two from the other end. Oh, that's simple. Cheeseburger.
Yeah. And I think we already went through this
I-
before.
Why do I think we did something very similar?
We did
It
that.
might have been
Yeah, we
simple,
did.
but it wasn't this exact question.
Right, but it might have been very similar.
Yeah, I thought it was like if you could create a new food or something.
Yeah,
It
but
was something
If
food
you could
related.
only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be? Tim?
Cheeseburger. Yeah.
Jaron?
I don't know. I mean,
What's your
it's kind of
favorite?
a toss up between like 5 of them.
What's your favorite out of the 5?
I mean, technically, when I was a kid, I would say spaghetti, but now my palate's changed, so I like other things. But I will just go with spaghetti.
Spaghetti. Okay. Rich.
I don't know.
Scott.
Is it a favorite?
If you could only eat one thing the rest of your life, what would it be? One food.
I don't know.
I can't even go into Arby's and buy just one kind of sandwich. I got to get a gyro, I got to get a Reuben, I got to get a French dip.
Well, you're just like a kid in a candy store. That's all that is.
Toss up between steak and pizza. I mean,
Oh, pizza's a good choice, but not every day. It's
yeah, I don't know.
I'm with Tim. I'd say cheeseburger.
it's cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Because you can make a cheeseburger taste different just by what you put on it.
Oh
every
yeah.
day. You know, you could just have lettuce one
Yeah,
day,
that's
tomato.
true.
You know, it would be a different burger every day.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, over the weekend, I went to get some hamburger and stuff to make soft burritos,
Uh-huh.
and 1 pound of beef was like $8.
Okay.
What?
So I was looking and I was like, oh, this one only says like $3.49. I was like, what's going on with this? So I picked it up and it was a beef pork mix.
Oh, yeah.
And it didn't ruin my tacos, but it wasn't the same.
Right. Yeah. No.
I actually started seeing that because years ago I went to this little hole in the wall in southwestern Oregon, and they served this burger called the squealer. It's 50% beef, 50% pork, and it was grounded up into a burger patty. The best burger I ever had. So I started seeing Walmart's been carrying that lately. So yeah, you got to make sure it's cooked. You can't have raw burger on that.
This guy's weird about crap like he won't even eat leftover chicken for good
No,
sake.
I won't.
Once it's fully cooked, that danger is gone.
Yeah, he doesn't believe it.
What would be the one food you eat the rest of your life?
Well, I think outside the box, so I'm just going to say beef.
Well, you could say beef, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It comes from one animal.
It's what's for supper.
That's
Yeah.
right.
What about you, Rob?
Same thing. Cheeseburgers, beef.
Cheeseburger. Yeah.
It's what's for dinner.
It
Yeah.
is. It is. I can see a cheeseburger every day and be a happy man. I don't need nothing else in my diet but
I
cheeseburger.
mean, yeah, I get cheeseburgers, I can get steaks, I can get carne asada, I can get all kinds of stuff.
I'd rather have a cheeseburger than a steak. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Hey,
David Bias says steak sandwich, and Stephen France says smashed taco burgers.
oh, okay. Smashed taco burger? The heck is a smashed taco burger? Never
I've
heard of
never
it.
heard that.
The smash burgers are just they press them real thin,
Yeah. Oh.
so it's just got taco seasoning on it probably.
Oh, okay.
Unless you put the tacos, the ground beef in between a tortilla and smashed it, and then put more ground beef on top of it. That sounds good
Yeah.
on a
I think
bun. I don't know.
I think you ventured.
Maybe. Could be. Possibly. Very good. All right. So on that
But something like spaghetti, that would get old like in the first 2
yeah.
weeks.
Well, that's like pizza would too. Just
Yeah.
Well, that's what you'd think, right? But there was a place that I found in downtown Salt Lake. It was called Spaghetti by the Bucket,
uh-huh.
and or no, I think it was just called By the Bucket. But they had different flavored spaghettis. You had a taco one. They had like I can't even remember the whole list. There were like 13 different kinds of spaghetti.
Sounds weird.
I only ever tried the taco one, and I went back every time for the taco one. So
Or the taco spaghetti. Spaghetti by the bucket.
I'm trying to find the question you guys said because these are the ones that we've already asked. and answered.
there was something I remember.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
was
know who it
I-
was. Somebody was like saying a fruit that tastes like bacon. I can't remember.
yeah, it was something like what's your favorite food or something weird. Yeah. It was strange.
Well, look, I'll be darned.
Yeah. Next Sunday, I'm gonna do 19
Wait here.
real treasures hidden in New York, waiting for your discovery. So we're
Oh,
gonna
New York.
jump into New York next week.
Oh, so
See?
it's the same question.
Yeah, they put
Hey.
the same one. Get a different one. I ain't using no more of these.
They ripped you off. They put double the same questions in there. Them suckheads.
That's just in case you weren't paying attention in the game.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I didn't think it had doubles in there. I don't know why it's got doubles in there.
So now you got to go through and take all the doubles out.
Now I'm done with these because the rest of the rest it just says family talk, and then it's got questions in here like, what's the most important thing you've learned from your family?
Yeah, we had that one, I think, once too.
What would you like us to do more of as a family?
Yeah, we might have
What's the most memorable family gathering you host?
definitely had that one.
Yeah.
What is the most interesting thing you've learned recently? So, I mean, it's not really.
Right.
Yeah, it seems like a game that you have for fireside chat with your family every Sunday.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think
That's a game that actually just makes everybody frankly pissed off.
I think we should just ask a trivia question and we have to
Yeah.
answer it. Yeah.
I can find better ones.
Yeah. Speaking of trivia, Scott,
It's trivial.
did
Oh,
you
you
have
want me to
something?
do something
Did
now?
you have something?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I could probably get it in here.
There's there's only 15 minutes. Oh, she's
Yeah.
flies when you're
listen,
having fun.
I got the. Yeah, you know what? I could read this pretty good, I guess. Hang on.
Done.
There we go. Where the gold stays buried, and you'll know why when I read this.
All right.
8 American locations with no mining allowed. Now let your mind wander, folks, because you probably already know what I'm talking about. Number 1, Yellowstone National Park, Idaho, Montana, and Wyoming. It says the geology of the Yellowstone is unlike anywhere else on Earth, and it probably comes with no surprise that there are a wide array of valuable minerals within the park boundaries that would hold commercial value. In regards to gold, historical documents have alluded to gold being found in a few different areas around Yellowstone. Gardner River, which flows near the Yellowstone entrance, The Lamar River is located in the northeastern part of the park. Blacktail Creek is near the northern entrance of the park. Jardine, the town of Jardines, just outside the northern entrance of Yellowstone, experienced small gold rush in the late 1800s. Some prospecting and mining activities took place in this area, but they were relatively short-lived. Brunson Peak, there's historical reports of the gold prospecting and mining activities around Brunson Peak, located in the northern part of the park. Just these activities were not highly productive. In recent years, there was quite an uproar over a proposed mine development project by Canadian company in Paradise Valley, just north of the park boundaries. Environmental groups sued and eventually won, preventing the project from ever advancing. Number 2, we all going to know this one too, Grand Canyon National Park. That's here in Arizona. Gold exists in small quantities all throughout the Colorado, including the lengthy sections that run through the Grand Canyon. Mining has occurred there for almost as long as the first settlers arrived in the region. The gold mines along the Colorado River were never very profitable. Most records indicate failed attempts to establish any mines of significance. Individual miners would use pans and or rocker boxes to extract a few ounces of gold from the gravel bars, but they rarely stayed for long. Some reports of early mining operations indicate several hundred ounces were recovered, but the efforts were always abandoned for richer grounds. So evidently, you had to work for it. Right. Of course, if you're going down to where the water is, that's a long way down. It's a long way back up. The third, Yosemite National Park in California. The Yosemite National Park is one of the most visited parks in America. It is also part of the Mariposa County, one of the richest counties in California, and the site of the California Gold Rush. This is gold all throughout the Sierra Nevada mountains, and there are many gold deposits that sit within the park boundary. The two main river systems near the park are the Tuolumne River and the Merced River. Both of these are famous gold-bearing rivers that once had what is it?
Merced.
Okay, Merced River. Anyway, both of them had gold-bearing rivers that once had thousands of miners along the banks. The surrounding mountains were famous for their rich thick quartz veins and contained gold. Number 4, the Olympic Park, National Park in Washington. So many rivers and streams that flow out of the Olympic Park once had prospectors searching their banks for gold. A few of the major rivers are known to contain gold deposits, include the this is going to be good. The Ottawa River, the Soul Duck River, Dungeness River, and the Ozette River. There are also a thriving beach mining boom along the sandy shores of Washington that was similar to those found in Nome. Though not nearly as rich, Shishi Beach is the mouth of the Ozette River along the Pacific Ocean, have gold in the beach sands. Okay, here's another one, which nobody'd want to go here any dang way. Death Valley National Park in California and Nevada. It says, despite the incredible harsh conditions, miners once scored every corner of this Death Valley. Gold, among many other minerals, were mined in this remote desert. Skidoo was a mining town located in the Panamint Mountains with Death Valley. It experienced a short-lived and relatively successful gold rush in the early 1900s. This town was named after a popular phrase of the time, 23 Skidoo. And it produced, I don't know what that means, but it produced significant amounts of gold before its decline. The Skidoo Mill was a significant gold processing facility in Skidoo Mining District. Today, its remnants can be still seen within the park. Ballarat is another former mining town situated near the Panamint Range in Death Valley. Is that what it is?
Panamint. Yeah, Ballarat
Panamint.
Ghost
Okay,
Town.
I got you. Okay, Panamint. Yeah, it does say range in the Death Valley. It played a role in the gold mining history as a region. And while it was not a well known as some of the other mining towns, it still has historical significance. I gotta get that out there. This is a good one too. Rhyolite.
Yeah.
While not within the boundaries of Death Valley National Park, Rhyolite is a nearby town and experienced a gold rush in the early 20th century. The town is known for its traversed ghost town remains, including the ruins of a former gold mill. Aubrey Mill. The Aubrey Mill is another gold processing mill located in the park near the Funeral Mountains. Like the Skidoo Mill, it is now a historical site. Number 6, we got Glacier National Park in Montana. Western Montana has a long, rich history of gold mining, and the rugged mountains of the Glacier National Park and the creeks and the rivers found it having long been known to certain gold. With the establishment of the park, no mining has taken place for many years, but a few areas nearby has been known for their gold deposits. The North Fork Flathead River says this river, which flows along the western boundary of the Glacier National Park, saw gold mining activity during the late 1900s and early 20th centuries. Towns such as Holbridge and Belton, located near the park, were also associated with mining and prospecting during that time. The Bowman Lake area. Bowman Lake is located in the northwestern part of the park and is near the area that some prospecting and small-scale mining operations occurred during the gold rush era. Old mining shafts can still be found in this area of the park. The Camas Creek area. Camas Creek flows into the North Fork Flathead River near the park's western boundary. Historical reports mention a small-scale mining activities in this vicinity. Here's another one which we know you're not going to be mining there neither. The Joshua Tree National Park in California.
Yeah.
Joshua Tree sits next to the Old Dale Mining District, a major gold mining region in the Southern California. Before the national park existed, miners explored the desert and found many rich gold deposits. Many of the old mines and relics are now within the park and are popular tourist destinations. We have Cottonwood Springs, which is near the southern boundary of the Joshua Tree National Forest and the site of small-scale gold mining activity during the late 19th and early 20th centuries. This area is also known for its historical mining remains. Lost Horse Mine, while located within what is now the Joshua Tree National Park, the Lost Horse Mine is a historical gold mine that operated in the park's early years. The mine is well preserved and serves as a popular hiking destination for historical site within the park. Queen Valley is also located near the southern entrance of the park, saw some gold prospecting activity during the gold rush era, but the remnants of the old gold mining operations can still be seen in the area. Ryan Mountains, the area around Ryan Mountain in the park was also associated with historical mining activity, including gold prospecting. We got 8 is the North Cascades National Park. You guys seeing a symmetry or symmetry? What do you call it? They're similar. If what I'm reading.
Yeah.
Simularity.
Similar.
Yeah,
That's the word, Jaron.
Anyway, the rugged mountains of the north central Washington contain a wide variety of valuable minerals. Gold has been mined here since the 1860s. Gold could likely be panned from just about any creek that flows within the park. There are a few noteworthy areas of historical significance. Mineral Park is the town, and Mineral Park is located near the present-day western boundary of the park, and it's a historical mining community that extracted gold and other minerals from the nearby mines. Baker River Valley. The Baker River Valley, which is adjacent to the park's eastern boundary, had a small-scale gold mining activities in the past. The Skagit River, which flows through the regions, surrounds the park and has prospecting and mining activities all along its banks during the gold rush era. And then, I like this name, El Dorado Creek, located near the town of
El Dorado.
Marble Mount. Yeah, Marble Mount is to the west of the park and was known for its gold mining activities as well. Now, what's really funny is because you guys figured out like what I'm reading is where it's like that's where the gold still is, and the reason why is because the government said we control all the gold, and everywhere there's actually gold in America, it's in a national freaking park.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
see, any park you name Yellowstone would think would be full gold.
there's a video, and I can't remember what it is. It's on YouTube. But there's a guy actually giving you geological. Okay, we know this is where the gold belts are. Da, da, da. And then he lays a map. He lays a map over it of every national park, and every freaking gold vein has been made into a national park.
Sure.
So you can't dig it.
Right.
Yeah.
Government's gold.
Yeah, it's exactly what I'm saying. Oh, well, no, gold's not, or the dollar's not backed by gold. Oh, really? Then why are you trying to hoard it?
Yep, that's our government.
Now, I'm not saying you should be letting people go in there with giant freaking diggers and knocking them out, but simple prospectors that's been there since the 1860s, leave us alone.
There ain't nothing wrong with letting people go put a pan in the water.
No. If I dig a freaking hole, the next flood's going to fill it in. I don't care.
They should open it to at least panning. Yeah. Right? They should.
Yep.
It's a park. It's supposed to be my park and your park too. So
no, it's like they operate the parks like a HOA. Nope, you only do what I tell you to do.
And
you gotta look
park, in my park, I want to pan for gold. So I'm just saying, that's what it's supposed to be. Parks are for everybody's.
Yes.
Right. Just because not everybody wants to pan for gold.
Yeah. And then you always got oh my God, I didn't want to see that. I'm coming down here to look at the nature, not seeing you dig a hole. Walk up the path, lady. Shut up.
Just saying.
Don't get me started on Karens. I got to slow down right
now. Started on Karens this like.
Look, Bob's already laughing. He's like, no, don't do that.
Not this. Jeez.
I am very opinionated.
Oh, thank you for your places we can't mind. Yeah. Always nice to know where we can't mine.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a story about the Cocoa Reef mine? They were trying to get it back open again, but the government said no, that's all historical, and they shut the place down and stuff like that. But there's
sounds right.
Dollars worth of gold.
Sounds right.
And what I think is funny is they go, oh, it's historical. Well, if I keep digging on it, if I dig on it now, because it's historical, 45 years from now, it'll still be historical.
Always going to be historical.
Yeah. Just crazy crap.
Yeah. Yeah, it is crazy. It's just this world we live in. It's only going to get worse. Yeah. Right? Just saying.
Yeah. It will too.
Saying.
It will.
All right. Do we got anything else anybody wants to add tonight? No.
No, like we talked pre-show, there wasn't much going on in the TV show land. Nothing special to talk about, and Ed's still on vacation, so.
Yeah,
I'm ready for the weekend for the again.
I think Oak Island, I think, hit a big treasure too.
Did they?
I saw on a post where they actually did finally hit a big treasure.
You see it on Facebook?
I can't remember where I saw it.
Yeah, there's an alien that landed down and gave him a gold bar here.
Email I got.
Oh, you got an email said they discovered the treasure in Oak Island. Oh, okay.
That's how to get you to watch next weekend. Send you an email.
Was it from a Saudi prince?
As one of our biggest fans, Dennis Dayton, we would love to tell you that we have finally found it.
Yeah.
All you need to do is send us $100 so we can extract it.
Yeah.
And please don't tell anybody because this is hush hush.
Yeah. You send us 1,000, we'll send you 10,000 back.
Every day.
Yeah. Yeah. Signed Prince Abibu.
Just priceless.
All right. Yeah, and on that note, we want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. I hope you can join us next week, the same time. We'll be here, like always. Till then, have a great week, everybody. We're out of
Good
here.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Have a great
Later.
weekend.
You guys.
Yeah.
Be sure to tune in next Sunday, 7:30 for another great show. For updates and more info, please go to www.prospectorsradio.com.
Shut up, Scott.
America.
America.